Okay, and we are live.
All right. Well, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, people that are watching. I know for us it's afternoon, but I don't know for the rest of you. Welcome back. It's been a bit, but we're happy to be back. How's
Mm-hmm.
everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
I'm feeling very level 4.
And how about you, Get? No, not Geth. What's your name in the
Vardak.
Vardak? Right. He's in my
Good.
other campaign, so I know him by that one too.
Dear.
Okay. So Crimson, you said you wanted to give the recap.
Yes, so last time we had met Vardak, or not Vardak, we had met
Zark.
Zargamesh. He had come with us back down basically to the mouth of the cave after we were assaulted by some goblins. Found out that uh what is it? Found out that the goblins uh basically were stealing the owlbear egg that we were going to keep and raise as a pet. So we shot at them. Uh they got away, so we tracked them, followed them down to this little through the woods and such. Ended up getting ambushed again. Made it to this what appeared to be an abandoned town, leveled up, and were looking around the town and about to enter the mine when basically a dungeon crawl when we left off.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's a small abandoned mining camp.
Mm-hmm.
So with that,
I believe we're
I
like right outside the wall.
y'all are not too far outside the main cave entrance. Like you're in the main like staging area to go into the mine. So everyone, if I may, welcome you to Bjargun's mine. And the reason why y'all know that name is Crimson, or rather Sam, managed to figure out the name above the mine entrance using a spell.
Yep.
So with that, y'all are now situated outside of Bjargun's mine. You can see the mountain above towering over you, nearly piercing the heaven. The top of the mountain does, however, go through the cloud. You can see in your surroundings that today is a fairly overcast. Uh, actually, no, it's nighttime from when you guys entered. So with this, it is actually nighttime. With that, you can see the mountain piercing the heaven. The music, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got pinged. Uh, apologies. So for uh the night sky, you can see is fairly clear with stars shining through. The moon is about half full, and you can see that there is still some moonlight illuminating the area. With the immediate area that you're able to see several huts as well as some sheds that look to contain supplies and other things for the mine. Around you, you can see that there are mostly the broken down huts, piles of dirt, gravel, and stone. Otherwise, fairly plain in your surroundings.
Okay. Um, Speaking of the spell I believe lasts an hour, so it should still be active.
Just about, yes.
And we know what that spell does.
Yeah, it's it's 1 hour. It's comprehend languages. I can read any language, basically.
Whack. Okay.
Since we
So, how about we explore the outbuildings and see what's outside the mine before we head in?
Sure.
I will say, are all these piles of dust when we look at them? Like, there's moonlight, right? There's plenty of moonlight, so we can see what we can see. Is there any glint? Is there any shine that we can see sparkling off of any of these piles of rock and dust?
Roll investigation.
Investigation. Sorry, I need to load up my character. Okay, investigation. That is here. I got an 11.
With an 11, you are not able to see that there is anything shiny or anything of value inside of these large piles of gravel.
Okay.
And I believe you all should have control of your individual.
Yep.
Yes. In the bottom left area here. And we do have another person that is allegedly going to join us today, but they said they would be an hour, and that's why we delayed for this long. We just figured we'd get started now. So with that, is there anything else the party would like to do? Because there is still the other piles, other surroundings, and some of the huts that are here.
Is what we see on the map representative of what is actually there?
Yes.
And those piles, there's 4 of them. Or are those the little pits next to the tracks we see?
Here and here are 2 gravel piles, and these are just outcroppings of stone.
Yeah.
Can we see if there's stalactites on the ceiling?
You are currently outside of the mine
Oh, never mind.
in open air. You can roll perception still.
If I'm outside, I don't think I'm gonna see them.
But go ahead.
Sure.
You can always try. As you look up, you can see that there are stars in the night sky. There is, however, one shooting star.
Make a wish.
I will say that I would very much like to go over to this, what is presumably a mine cart. I would like
These?
to,
Yes.
that one right there on the left. I want to go over there and I want to try to get some shit out of it and put it in my hand and look at it really closely. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to look to see if I can tell if there's any minerals or anything shiny, anything that would be, mined. I want to know what kind of mine this is.
Okay.
And if there's any, stuff that would tell me that, I'm going to look for it now. Before we go.
Alrighty. So, in that case, roll for investigation.
I would very much like to do that. And I'm going to very closely scrutinize whatever this shit is in my hand. A 12.
With a 12, you are able to feel that this is a kind of crumbling sort of rock. As you rub it through your fingers in the night light, you are able to see that your hands are blackened by the substance.
Can I take a chunk of it and try to light it on fire?
You certainly may try.
I'll bring it back over to my. I'll bring that little handful of dirt or rock or whatever the hell it is, over to my compatriots. I'll say I think this might be coal.
So you're about right here in doing that?
Give me a second. Where am I?
You are at the bottom left currently.
Yes, I'm back with my
We
compatriots.
can just freely move because we're not in combat, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try to light some on fire. I think this is coal. I want to tell them that I think it's coal. I'm going to try to light it on fire and maybe look really dumb.
Okay.
Okay, you may certainly try. I believe you have a tinderbox.
I do.
All
Do I have
right,
to- do I
strike a
have to use-
match and see what you can do.
Cool. I'm doing that.
Oh dear.
Is that a thing I have to? Is that a thing I have to click?
No, it's not programmed with D&D Beyond. But
Yes.
anyway, what you are able to do is you begin to pull out your matchbox from your pack, and you are able to strike a match. It lights easily, and then once you get close with the flame and press onto the stone, it doesn't seem to light at first, but the flame slowly begins to envelop a spot, and then poof, it goes up in flame, and let me see how much this is. Oof. 8 fire damage.
For reals?
You're the one that lit a piece of coal in your hand.
That takes 8 fire damage, okay, but that sounds pretty fucking ruthless.
Um, he rolled 2 4s.
Let me, what's my max HP? It can't be 10. My max HP is 10? I clicked on the
level
wrong
4?
character. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
apologies.
load up your character real quick.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I loaded up the wrong one. Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
I
one.
remember.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, okay. 8
So I
fire.
remember you being partially a tank, but that's mostly AC.
Cool. Damage
Can
applied.
Sorry.
Oh, after you.
Can I tell how old the mine carts are?
Do a quick investigation check for me, please.
20, but it's not
Dirty
natural.
20. All right. With this, you're able to see that there is some rust on the exterior of these carts. They look like they've been outside for a good long while, upwards of years, decade.
Can I roll a check to see how much I know about coal?
Roll a history check for me then.
22.
Natural 22. All right. So with that, you do recollect that coal is typically a mineral that is found deeply and compressed under rock. It is a flammable substance, often used in forges for its ability to keep and maintain heat in the forges, and as well as often used in long-standing or long-burning torches. However, the smoke can be a tad noxious.
Is coal dust flammable?
It certainly is.
Okay. Hey guys.
Mhm.
If we're gonna go in here, 2 things. 1, no torches.
I don't think it's flammable like that. Like it's coal is very slow burning. It takes a while to apply heat to it to light. Although it would probably be wise to not, to be careful, especially if it's dusty.
Yeah. And if it's a coal mine, there's bound to be a lot of coal dust. So no torches. If we use anything, it's gotta be contained.
I mean, if there's enough coal dust, couldn't we just throw a torch in from the outside? Just kill everything.
Well, the whole point of us coming here was to get the egg back and basically save it so it could hatch.
That was supposed to be facetious.
Maybe you wanted to have a pet. Maybe we just wanted a nice, delicious egg.
I think it would probably kill us anyway. That would be a lot of combustion at once.
This outbuilding we see, is it enclosed?
May I ask what you mean by that?
Does it have walls? Can we see into it?
It is a self-standing building with a door going in.
We all want to go check in and see what's in there.
Sure.
Who wants to go first?
I can.
I'll be behind the both of yous.
I'm
I'll
gonna.
follow Crimson.
I'd rather stealth in, just in case there's any more goblins.
It's all sneak then.
Okay, let's roll stealth, I guess.
Sure.
Ouch.
As you walk up to this shack, you can hear your footfalls under the gravel, and you can hear the crunch of gravel underfoot.
Ah. Okay.
Zargish, however, seems to be light on his feet.
I'll crunch you.
All right. So with that, as you approach the door, you can see that this is a wooden plank shack. You can see that there are nails holding it in together along the corners, and you can see there is a window, a singular window, that is on the right side of the wooden door. This wooden door looks like it had a padlock once, but as you can currently see, the padlock is smashed.
Do we see any light inside through the window?
You do not see any light coming out from the window.
Shall we sneak in, or
we hear anything?
Roll perception.
FBI, open up.
You are unable to hear any noise emanating from inside of this shack.
As I hear Sai, as I see Sai, being all perceptive and such, I consider to do the same thing. As
You may
it's
try.
probably very
Same.
wise. Maybe I should pay attention to what's around me. 17.
You're good.
Zargish, you are unable to hear anything currently emanating or moving from inside of this shack.
Okay.
Shall we go on in or
Sure.
after
All
y'all?
right. So who would like to go in first?
I believe Sam's in the front.
Yeah.
All right. As you open this door, you are able to hear a kind of eerie but loud creak going. "Eh." As you open this door, it opens inward, going to the left. The door collides against the wall with a light thud, and you can see inside that it looks to be a storage shack of some kind. You can see that there are a multitude of what look to be broken down tools. You can also see that there are small sacks of supplies that look to be empty, an opened crate
Hmm.
with their contents well empty.
Does the floor look disturbed, or does it look like it's been there and trampled down and had stuff stored on it for a long time? Is there any evidence of things being dug up, or holes being dug or covered up?
The floor is a wooden plank floor. It looks to be covered in a mixture of dust and dirt with a few bits of rubbish. But outside of that, there seems to be no sign any disturbances such as breaking of the floors or anything like that.
Is there anything covering the wood, or is it just the wood?
It is only crates, barrels, and opened sacks. Aside from
And
dust.
it doesn't seem like anyone's in there, right? We can see everything, or is there any part of it that's the part of the shack that is obscured by crates and
I do
barrels?
believe Sam is able to see inside fairly well, and she
Mhm.
doesn't see any sign of life. Nothing
Okay.
stirs, not even a mouse.
Then I guess we'll all file in. If Sam
Yeah.
continues forward.
I'll continue forward. Checking around, double check everything.
And we're all sneaking, of course.
All right. So with that, can I have one of you, preferably, because Dargish had the last highest perception, can you roll another perception for me?
Okay. I'm like third in line. I'm behind those two.
Yep. See if you
roll
can't see
per-
anything over their shoulder.
Rolling perception. Got a 13.
With that, you are currently unable to see that there is much anything of true value, but there does seem to be a kind of plaque or kind of like poster board on one of the walls. However, it is currently dark in this room.
Have we all filed in at this point?
I believe you all have.
Okay.
So the room is currently dark, but upon further inspection of this poster board, there is some form of parchment that is on this wall. However, with the current light, none is able to read it.
Hmm.
I say I'm gonna whisper to my compatriots that we should clear out the room. Unless we can see everything. We can see everything. It looks like there's nothing in there.
You
Did
can
you
see
say
the
there was something we
outlines of
couldn't?
things, but no detail.
Could I just cast cantrip light?
You certainly may.
Okay.
All right. So as you cast this cantrip, you give a snap of your finger, and from the tips of your fingers, a light is produced. What color would you like to be your light?
Like just neutral?
A neutral yellow-white?
Yeah.
Swiss light.
All right.
Like a light bulb.
As you snap your finger and produce this light, you are able to see around you there are a multitude of empty crates a lot of dust on the ground, as well as a few cobwebs in some of the corners. On this poster board, you're able to see a parchment that is a rough sketch of the map, or rather, it's a map which is a rough sketch of the mine ahead.
Convenient.
Um,
Perception
we-
to see if it
can
looks.
we take the map? Oh,
Hold on.
sorry.
Perception to see if it looks like it's because the things outside are rusted. I'm worried this map is going to fall apart if we touch it.
Yeah. Does it look
Okay.
fragile?
Yeah.
Roll perception on that then.
Ouch.
From what you were able to see, some of the corners of this paper are slouched and hanging off of the poster board. But outside of that, it looks to be fairly dusty. Some of the edges have begun to torn, but nothing eludes that it'll disintegrate the moment you touch it. It is currently nailed to the poster board, however.
Does anyone have paper?
I do believe I do.
You could try if you're really concerned about that. You could make a copy, a rough copy at least, before we try to take it off the wall. But if you don't think that'll be a problem, or if it's unlikely, we could just rip it off.
Is it this character that can do drawings or my other one?
I think it's this one.
Anybody
Where
can
would,
try
where would I?
drawing.
Yeah, but I had the I think I had the art kit or whatever it's called. Where do I? That's inventory. So
Yeah, look at inventory and then tools. Or just
That would-
inventory, either
that
or.
would- That would be
I don't
fortunate.
see a tools option.
It'll just be in inventory.
Tools be in the bottom left area of your character screen.
Equipment. Equipment.
No, I think it's the other character.
So I have some paper. And I have we have plenty of coal we could use, like charcoal.
You don't have any
Like a
pencil or
graphite rub, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, charcoal can be used to draw too.
Yes.
So, is this
Yeah,
like
it's my other character.
you think
It's,
problem we just try to rip it off?
well, we can, but I'd also like to have a second copy just in case.
In case we have to split up or something?
Yeah.
How detailed does this map look?
It looks to be a fairly rough sketch of the area.
It looks like it would be pretty easy to copy it all by hand.
Pretty easy to copy. It's general shapes.
It's
It
it's
doesn't
not
give you
names. There's
details.
no.
No names or anything, just a entrance and exit area is labeled on entrance, and you can see that there are several geometric shapes that seem to either zigzag, cross, and or end inside the mine.
We don't have a map of this. We can't see it on a screen, can we? Right?
No, there is currently no map.
Okay. So when we look at this, when we look at it, does it seem as though the entrance, the mine, the thing we just were outside, that it seems like that is the only entrance, right?
Yes, it is.
Or does it look like there's more than one potential exit or entrance? Or
There is, according to the map, one exit, and it appears to go through the mountain.
another exit?
There is two entrances. There is one entrance, one exit that you can see. According to this map, that is.
Okay. What if we exit through the same place we came in?
Certainly a possibility.
I'm being facetious. Give me.
Yeah, I get what you're doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw. Or can I do a survival to try draw this map?
Certainly may.
While she labors in her artistic abilities,
Yes!
at least myself, can I go around and look in the barrels and the crates to see if there's anything left?
You certainly may. And with that, that is a natural 21 for survival.
Oof.
You can see that there is the first section of the entrance map. You can see that there is a column going in that ends in a four-way cross section. The next section,
Oh,
is,
what? Give her some time. Is she actually going to draw this for
if she
reference?
wants.
I
It
like.
sounds like important information.
Yeah, give me a second. So I
You're
can-
giving like, okay, after this is a fork, and before that, I was like, holy crap, this sounds important.
Okay, so you go in, and then
There is a straight column.
Mhm.
It ends in a four-way intersection, one of which is the way came in from. An entrance, or rather a column going forward, and a hall going left, and a hall going right.
Forgive me. When you say a column, do you mean going down?
No. Well, down is in like vertically on a y-axis, you mean? Or
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought you were implying.
okay, yes, the mine does go down. My apologies.
But it's sloping down. You're not going straight down.
It's a slope down. Yes.
Okay, so when you say four-way, one of those ways is the way we're coming from, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry for this pedantic.
Fair enough.
So four-way, and then
So it's a four-way intersection. There is a way that goes left, a way that goes right, and a column section that goes forward, further descending into the mine.
Mhm.
On the right side, you are able to see that on the right it goes forward and then ends in a large circular area with a rectangular area attached on the upper left side of the circular area.
that's
Circle
on
area.
when she turned right. Sorry.
When you turn right, you go down a little ways, and then there's a circle. And then, on the top left of that circle, is a small hall that connects to a rectangle area.
Hmm.
And that is the right side of the mine. The left side goes forward and goes in a long column section that goes down a way. There is, however, an offshoot pass that goes and curves around into another circular area.
Is that on the right or the left?
This is the left side of that main intersection. You can see that there are multiple offshoots on that long column section, some of which go straight, some of which are wide.
Okay.
And that is the left side. Going forward, you are able to see that it goes straight from the intersection across from the entrance. You can see that it goes forward and goes into another plus section,
Another
Okay.
four-way, you mean?
another four-way intersection. Okay.
We tell how roughly big the area the mine takes up is?
You can look at the map and see that it doesn't seem to go to scale. It's only a parchment that shows the general shape of the mine. There is no indicators of any like compass or uh, not compass, but rather a
Scale. Yeah.
Scale reference.
scale reference,
Thing, yeah.
as well as I forget the word, but basically it is a reference as to what symbols.
Key.
Yeah, key. That's the one.
Cool.
And
And
from that forward, from the first four-way intersection, there's the other four-way intersection. One goes forward, one goes straight right for a while, and the left side goes straight for a while, but there is an offshoot of the left side that goes to a small rectangular area.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm still drawing.
Can I double check to see if there's anything else of value in this building?
Yes,
yeah,
you may.
while she's doing this, we want to look around and search all the barrels and all the boxes.
'Cause
All right.
I have an idea for after Sam's done drawing that, so.
Okay.
And
Quickly roll investigation checks for please.
shoot.
And then Sam, go ahead.
So I was drawing it on my phone and it just disappeared.
Oh no.
Aw.
I have a pic. I drew one on paper, but it kind of sucks. But if you want to see it, I can. can take a picture of it.
Well, give me a minute. I actually have an art program, so I remember the general idea of what he just did.
Those are some low rolls.
You are able to see with the light cantrip above you that each and every single one of these crates has been opened and the contents are missing, barring some hay and straw that are currently inside that looked like they were padding. Welcome, Lit.
Ye-
Welcome to the
Perfect.
stream. We're
Perfect
live.
timing. Welcome.
We are live.
Hey,
Now the
So
party
I'd like to propose a question to the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're done with this building, should we see what happens if fire does get used in the cave?
I mean, we can.
Because it could just be, the dust all ignites and there's some fire in the air, or it could be like a gun and be very explosive.
Yeah.
But it also means that whatever might be in the cave might hear us out here.
Okay. So give me a second. I'm still drawing.
so Lit, for context, what the party is currently doing is they have found themselves outside of a mining camp. They entered the mining camp. They then, at the entrance to the mine, like the mine entrance, the large cave entrance, there is a storage shack. They are currently in that storage shack and are trying to copy down a map that is on a poster board. And all of their immediate surroundings look to be pillaged and looted.
Hmm.
Yep. So then there's that, and then this goes to another one you said that leads to a.
DM,
Yes.
can I see if there's any railway spikes lying around the broken tracks?
You certainly may. Yes.
They oftentimes are. Good thinking.
So, what do you want me to roll?
With that, that's just simple perception.
14.
You're actually able to notice that each and every single rail spike on the rail that leads into the mine has been disassembled and is currently unattached from many of the wooden planks holding down the rail.
You mean like laying next to it or gone?
They are gone.
Oh,
You can
fuck,
see that
so,
many of the planks are actually very loose.
so this is just a free floating rail.
Free floating rail. And
Okay. Sorry. So after the second split or four-way, what happens? They go
after
side.
the second one, let me look over here. After the second four-way split, it then goes continuing forward or straight from the entrance across from where you enter in that section. There seems to be a large H-shaped cavern. One top left section going in a diagonal in one direction. A bottom left section that seems to be going in a diagonal left. And then on the right section, what looks to be a column going up and a column going down.
And where's that exit you thought we saw?
It is past this X/H section, and it continues through the mine and through the mountain by the looks of it.
I'm not sure.
Oh, and Lit. We found this not to scale rough drawn map in an outbuilding before we entered the mine, so that's what we're looking at. And she's copying down a copy of it with her mad artist skills. So we have
okay.
two.
I
We have two.
have.
Or in case it was a thing where like it would disintegrate when we try to take it off the wall, that would hopefully mitigate that issue.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it doesn't, well, we have two copies so we can split up and still have maps and stuff.
Okay.
Can I put 5 pieces of coal in my backpack?
You may, yes.
Okay.
What's the roof of this outbuilding made of? What does it appear to be made of?
It appears to be made out of a kind of wooden shilling, or kind of like wood shillings.
Wood
Not-
shingles.
Shingles, sorry. Wrong
You
word.
know, when I'm still in the building, can I look up into the loft to the ceiling? Do I see anything of note? Is there a second story? Is there like a possible attic, or is it just empty timbers?
It is simply rafters and ceiling.
I don't see anything of note.
Nothing of note.
Nothing that catches my eye. Okay.
What's the name of the mine we're at?
Bjargun's mine.
And we only know that because Sam can speak Dwarvish for the next like 45
Could you
minutes.
type a spelling of that somewhere?
I do actually. Let me tab back from my notes.
Okay, so this is what
Collecting
I have
trinkets.
so far. It's really bad, so I apologize.
It's going to be better than mine for sure.
I just gotta figure out where it saved to.
Like when people say, "Oh, it's terrible," and then they show some masterpiece.
It's like
And you're supposed to be like, "Oh, it's not that bad." You
it's like
really
Da Vinci looking kind of painting, and you're like,
It's like,
that
excuse the fuck you. Who do you think you are?
I just used the flippin' shapes on my drawing tab, so
And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a sketch. I'm like, man, that's a sketch. What is it? Oh,
So, Sai, for the spelling, it is BJARGUN. Apostrophe S for possession.
Bjargun?
Bjargun.
So I'm making a collection of items as we go along.
Alrighty.
okay.
So I picked up 10 of them.
10 lumps of coal?
Yeah.
Here's a question I'm thinking, because it may just be typical. But because you noticed like that there was no spikes, no whatever they're called, no stakes in the rail holding the rail to the wood. You think that might be some sort of trap? You think how far do you think that goes off for? Like what do you think would happen if we pull this floating rail?
I think it's just looted.
Mm.
The spikes are just basically like iron that's easy to steal and then melt down again. That's what I think happened.
What about the rails? Are the rails still there, brother?
The rails are still
I mean,
there.
they weigh a lot. They weigh a significant amount. So I think that
Yeah.
they're just kind of sitting on top of the planks. I don't think anyone's going to move them.
These
If you were to
who stole our
push,
stuff? Was it kobolds?
It was
Or
goblin.
Goblins.
goblins? Okay.
Question, DM, does this roughly equal what you were talking about?
Approximately, yes.
Okay, so let's see if if the other sheet will show it. May or may not.
Out of curiosity, what program did you use?
Clip art.
what should I make them weigh?
So.
Just for the point of stats.
I'm sorry?
What should I make the coal weigh?
1 pound? Just light.
Get a pound of it, being 10 pieces. Pound, 2 pound, upwards of 5.
Okay.
Okay, and then that XH shape, is
Yes.
that where the exit is as well, or?
Straight across from the H, from the entrance, that is the alleged exit.
So just going straight.
Yes.
It could be caved in for all we know. Any of this could be. I will say, you said there was tools outside that we saw.
Broken down tools, yes.
Broken down tools of what sort?
Pickaxes, shovels, as well as a few kind of almost pikes, but they are what look to be just really extended picks. Like something to pick at the ceiling with.
Okay.
None of them are in working
Bill
order.
hooks is what they're called.
None of them are in working order.
Most of them look to be very dilapidated and rusty.
Okay.
Can I squeeze in behind this building?
Yes, you should be able to.
Can I see what's back here?
You can see that there is several crates that are also open, as well as just some hay, strewn about hay, and mostly just a lot of rock.
Sorry, are those two pits next to the rails?
No, those are piles of either debris and or gravel. No one's looked at those directly yet.
Oh yeah, I think those are suspicious as hell. I'm gonna go over to Crimson at least and tell her. I'm gonna tell her that I'm going to go investigate the pile of rubbish.
Okay. As soon as I finish the drawing, I reach and take the other one off the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell her, like, I think those look unnatural. I'm just gonna look and see what they are, just in
Okay.
case.
And then I'll follow.
So are we done with the building?
The building is currently fully explored.
All right. So I
Metagaming.
still at one point want to figure out whether it's just going to poof fire or blow up.
Oh
So
dear.
The building
I'm gonna
itself,
wait.
or
You mean the coal situation?
I wanted to fire a fireball into the building at the dust on the floor,
a
basically.
fireball? All right.
Just a small fireball or like a full size fireball?
A firebolt.
There you go.
Okay.
So,
Hmm?
yes.
But I
Sorry.
don't want to do it until you guys are okay with it.
Just a reminder, people, if you have limited spells, make sure you're only counting cantrips. We haven't had a long rest yet.
Yeah, this is just a cantrip.
Okay.
No, I don't want to waste my actual spell slots.
Okay. Well, I got both maps. Everyone can see the general gist of at least one of them.
Who wants to carry the second map?
Has it been posted?
It's in the tavern talk, and I'm showing the fans. Or, not fans, the watchers.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for all we know, they're rooting against us.
The spectators.
Yeah. Okay.
What does TPK stand for again?
Team player kill.
Total what?
Oh.
Either total player kill or team players kill,
Okay.
such as like a total player wipe.
Okay.
Everyone in the party dies, type deal.
Mhm.
Can I look over at this rubbish pile first, or is he going to firebolt?
No, I'm not doing it until you guys give me the go ahead. If you guys think it's a bad idea and I shouldn't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm just like asking when it's okay.
Let's
guess
all.
I'll- Hmm?
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you.
I was gonna say, let's all get away from the building first. Like a decent distance away.
Sure. I'll be over near the rubbish pile.
All right.
I'm going to hide behind the minecart. I can still see the door from where I am, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like Sam is currently still at the front door.
Yeah, I was.
Give me a sec. I'm moving.
It's okay. I'm not gonna blow it up yet.
Actually, let's get over here.
Are we good?
I think we're
I
all
believe you are.
good.
If you still want to loose a firebolt,
Let her rip.
So roll hit.
you're good. Just roll to do it, and then, yeah. You wanted to throw it at the ground, essentially?
I can fire it through the door at the floor, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So with that, you are able to shoot and hit the floor, and you are able to see that there is a burnt spot on the ground, and some of the powder has begun to ignite and then the room slowly is enveloped in flame. You can see that smoke, black smoke, is now emanating out from the open door and from the window itself. You can also see that through some of the roof, through some of the cracks in the ceiling, there is smoke starting to escape. And now, the flames begin to roar and envelop the building.
I
It's
get bored.
Hey,
quite a bit of light now.
I get bored while while watching this shack burn. I'm gonna start kicking into this pile of gravel and dirt, and see if I see anything interesting
Okay.
or malicious.
so it doesn't look like we'll die by exploding if there's any fire. We might suffocate or burn to death, though.
Yeah, yeah. Suffocating in smoke would fuck.
Or even just straight up like it burning all the oxygen up.
Yeah, so
Avoid
my
fire, perhaps.
my statement on avoiding fire is still
Yeah.
valid.
Still prudent. Do I find anything while kicking through this pile of dirt, or do I just look ridiculous?
You are kicking a pile of dirt, good sir.
I don't see anything shiny. I don't see anything interesting or malicious,
No,
poisonous.
not by the looks of it. Don't know how dirt can be evil, but who knows?
You know more. You know more than you let on. Okay, I'll just look to my compatriots, gesture towards the mine. Like, you guys want to go in? What? You ready to go in? Or?
So, Zargish, you are closest to the mine entrance currently, yes?
I'm next to that rubbish pile, but I'm not. I'm not going into it. I'm not
Roll
going into the
perception
mine yet.
for me.
Okie dokie. Perception. I'm very perceptive. Not 20. 24.
You are able to hear stirring inside the mine.
What? Who's stirring what?
You can hear that there is stirring coming from inside the mine.
With my nat 20, can I decipher if that thing that I hear is far away or close?
There are echoes bouncing to and from the wall. It's hard to tell precisely how far in the noises come from.
What does this noise sound like to me? Does it sound like skittering? Does it sound like the plop of footsteps? Does it sound like the chanting of voices?
You can hear the pitter patter of footsteps as well as several whispers of kind.
Whispers?
Whispers of sorts, yes.
Okay. Well, hearing that, I'm going to tippy toe over to Sai and whisper into his ear that I heard some shit. And then gesture towards the others because, well, there's lots of light they can see, right? And I'll do the same with Crimson. And presumably lit once he gets over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is lit with us?
He's still in the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
His physical token, he's probably actually over here next to us, watching the shack burn with interest.
Oh, if you want me to move my token, I can.
Yeah, come closer to us. Join the gang.
I just be. Yeah.
That was
Dylan.
one quick move.
My intent was to whisper to my compatriots that I heard whispering. That's what it does.
Okay. Well, we know they're in there.
And then I'll just wait for y'all to do something, I guess.
I'm ready to sneak in, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Sneaky time?
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky.
The time for sneak is commenced.
Alrighty. So, can I have you all roll sneakishly with your dice? We'll see what you get.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oof.
Why?
For that character, too.
One moment. I'm trying to find stealth. Where was that?
It's in the middle.
It's at the. It's
Yeah,
under.
near the bottom.
It's near the bottom, the second from the top, under skills.
All right. Skill. Oh,
Yes.
wait. There you
Second
are.
to left.
Okay. And I click on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that should either send it through, or we'll just have to go off what you say.
Oh, what was that? Oh,
Yeah. So he got a 25, nat 20.
Ah.
How do you see
sneaky
it?
boy.
Because you look at the game log, there's a little box on D&D Beyond that looks like a message symbol. And it shows. He just doesn't have his connected to the game.
Sorry. I don't
okay.
know how to connect it.
No
you have
problems.
the plugin by chance?
This is still a learning experience for many of us.
The browser plugin, I mean.
Yeah, nat 20 plus 5, 25. Ooh. So with that, currently, the two people that are seemingly pretty sneaky, as far as they know, is both Zargish and Lit. They're pretty confident that they're hiding in shadows well. With Sysap and Stamp, they are also very confident that they are being sneaky.
Oh yeah, someone should turn off that light.
Oh, my one? Yeah, can I just shut that down?
You certainly may, with another snap
Okay.
of your finger.
Oh, and before we go in, who wants the other map? You really shouldn't keep two of the same map with you.
Should we, like... Not that I really, like, think we should split up, but should we, like, sort of try and travel in twos? So if something were to happen,
Oh, at the
no
very
one's
least.
alone?
Yeah, you're right. Like if something happens where we're forced to split up, like against our will.
Suggestion would be have a long distance fighter with a close range fighter.
I'm close range.
Sounds good. I'm a little bit of both, but I usually do long range.
I'm both, so I can go either way.
Lit?
Oh, I don't care.
No, what are you?
Do you
Oh,
can you attack from a distance, or do you have to be up close to attack?
Plenty of range.
Let's see, range. I'm kind of good on both, honestly. Short and long.
I can stick next to Lit.
Okay.
I'll be
'Cause
close
I know
to
my-
him.
Let's see, that's 80. It's 20. Mostly for my daggers, that's just 20. And then my Eldritch Blast is 120.
Okay, so daggers, you typically don't want to throw them because you don't get them back more often than not.
I keep forgetting I have a short bow. I've just been using my Eldritch Blast the most, so.
That's fine. If it's a cantrip, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, okay. So
do you and Sai want to head in first, and we'll come back maybe like 30 feet behind y'all?
sure, and I'll give you the map, Star.
Okie dokie. The second one, right? You successfully got the one off the wall. The other one.
I have the one off the wall. You have the one from that I drew, or vice versa. Either way works.
Okie dokie. Cool. I will wrap it up and stick it into my belt.
Okay. So in we
Right.
go.
So with that, you can begin to hear as you enter the mine. Some of your footfalls are echoing off the wall. You can see that the mine entrance is dark, and there's not really any light coming in. And this brings us to the first page.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
Oh, and this is all custom made, if I do say. Made by yours
Ooh.
truly.
That's some good custom made, damn.
So what distance are we going to be from each other? Just to establish that right now. Approximately, what are we aiming for us to be away from y'all?
I'd say about 20 feet.
Okie dokie. So one
Each
more.
of these squares is 5. I will say that first.
Okay. So if y'all went one forward more, past Crimson.
Here we go.
It probably won't make a difference, but if it does, it'll make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Lily, shush.
How's the doggo?
She is both cute and currently whining. I don't know why at the moment.
She wants love, and you won't give her any. It's all your fault.
She doesn't like being in one spot forever. For people that are watching in the stream, earlier this week, I got a new puppy, and she's a rescue. don't know exactly what she is, but she looks very much like a whitish blonde golden retriever. But we have reasons to think otherwise. We have no idea what she is, but basically, she was given to us because one family couldn't handle her because the father was allergic, so they had to get rid of her.
This
Okay,
sweet young pup very
so
well
now
might
it goes
yet
to us.
warm the heart of this old geezer.
All right. So, just for reference for later, let us begin and roll initiatives.
Oh dear. Okay.
What? You just what? You just assuming because we're in a dungeon we have to fight things?
I mean,
How predictable.
depends on the.
Just for later reference, so we can have it then and there.
Mhm. Well, it also depends on the encounter. There's several times I know in some of my D&D groups where the DM expects us to have an encounter. We do it diplomatically where they expect us to be diplomatic. We typically have an encounter.
Oh no.
Lit got a 7.
Dang it. Why? It's always the important ones that get this.
Hey, you have a higher roll than me, so I had
Sai.
a 2.
Roll initiative.
Yes.
9.
So we have a 6, 7, 9, and 16. Ouch.
Okay, let me type this up in
Boy, oh
the
boy.
notepad real quick, so I can just have it then and there. Who has the 6?
Zargish.
Okay. I'm sorry, who has the 16 first?
I do. Sam.
Okay.
Hey, the
And who
rolls
has the
reflect the
9?
reality.
Wait, are we already being attacked?
No, this is just for later reference.
No, we're getting
Okay.
ready.
It's to build suspense.
Is the music working for y'all through music?
I can
Is there
hear
music?
ominous noises.
Yes.
Well, let me
Good.
turn that up.
Oh,
So,
for me, I had
9.
to turn it down. It was like super loud.
So
Yeah,
who
no,
had the 9
earlier
again?
it was pretty bad. I
Uh,
did. Sorry.
okay. So that would be. What's your character's name again?
Oh wait, my name is Vardak.
Vardak. Been too long.
Lit is Vardak.
No.
Well,
Lit is lit.
Size is Vardak. Lit is just
No,
lit, right?
I'm just lit.
Cool.
And 7 was lit. And then 6 was Zergish. Zergud.
Zargish,
Zerg.
you buffoon.
Zerg. Got it. Emperor Zerg.
Or as Crimson likes to say, Zargamesh.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm just
growing on me.
I'm just
Zargamesh sounds
Zarg.
nice. Yeah.
Maybe that's your full official name. Just go by the short name.
Not that much shorter, is it?
Okay. So that is typed up. And now, what would the party like to do?
I'm just following a given distance behind them. I'm watching what they do.
Okay. All right. So, in that case, Zargish and Lit seem to be defaulting to Sam and Vardak currently. And no, and you're not currently in movement initiative or anything like that. So, feel free to move as you please for the time being.
I'm just gonna keep going until we get to the point. So, question.
Yes.
Do we want it for the group? Do we want to go straight, turn left, or turn right?
Are you shouting this to everybody, or you're just consulting Sai next to you, whispering?
I'm gonna whisper to Sai.
Do we see any like signs or anything that might tell us more than the map?
From as far as signs on the map, there is currently no iconography that you can see on the map.
Do any of us see any light in here?
You can, actually. Up ahead, on the left, you can see over this cart, there is a dim light hanging inside a lamp, illuminating the area of up to about, draw the out, oh, with enough light to cover this area.
Can I ask what this is?
That is a door. These are stone walls.
Hmm.
Well spotted.
The door isn't something that was on the map.
No, the door is very. That it was just a general map, right? It's just the general big passageways and stuff.
I'm gonna point around the corner and like tell everyone to be quiet
Mm-hmm.
with like silently with like the finger.
You're giving us the finger?
Not the middle finger. The like the shh,
Okay.
like
Sounds like you're putting them up,
the breathing onto your pointer finger shush thing.
Man,
Okay.
talk about being really demanding on being silent.
What's in there?
Okay.
Actually, look.
Do you want me to try the door?
Mm, who heard stuff earlier?
That was me. I heard whispers.
Can I
I
make
rolled a nat 20.
a perception check?
Certainly may. What'd you get?
7.
Ah. Okay. Interesting.
Can I also make one?
You certainly may. You are able to hear the
Oh wait, sorry, no,
soft
13.
pitter-patter of feet moving slowly.
Oh
Thought it-
no.
Since I'm just sitting back here, I can't see much, right? I'm gonna try and do my best to listen to see what's going on as well. Rolling a nat 1. All
Well, you rolled 2 nat ones,
right.
technically.
That's a 7. Sorry.
But yes, you are also able to hear the soft pitter-patter, methodical movement of feet. It's coming from all around.
I'm gonna try the door. So,
All right.
what do you want?
With this door, there is no apparent lock. You begin to, it's a solid handle door, and you're able to push it in or pull it out.
Is it a O-ring handle? Is it a lever? Is it a circle? What type of handle?
I would say the first one,
O-ring.
as I only know of the turn one that you mentioned. But basically, it's a solid handle that is kind of like half an oval,
Okay.
sticking out of the wall. It's a wrought iron handle on a plank wooden door.
Can I see the hinges?
You are able to see that there are 3 wooden hinges, or sorry, 3 iron hinges that are on the left side of the door,
Okay, so I'm gonna
like on this side.
pull it then.
Okay. So as you pull it open, you are able to see what looks to be a storage room of some kind. The interior walls look to be made of stone that seem to be put together to create this area.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
So with that, you are able to see that there are some crates as well as other stacks of hay.
I saw that my compatriots went inside the room, so I'm just gonna like stand here outside on the corner,
Can
look
I
around, and
try stealthing again?
You certainly may.
we are also stealth, right?
Yes, 18.
Well,
I guess I will too, because I noticed what you're doing.
you're gonna stand out here and just keep watch as well, or are you gonna go in?
No, I'm already in.
When you lit, you gonna stay out here, or are you gonna go inside?
I'm mostly curious about kind of up ahead, in my opinion.
Well,
I might move up. I don't know yet. I'm just thinking.
y'all have a map, so I want
Yeah, if
to.
you want to like convince me to go somewhere, you can.
Mhm.
All right. So in that case, Sai, can I have you roll an additional perception check? You are able
Dirty
to
20.
see that there is a goblin that is trying to hide inside a small crawl space over in the corner. It doesn't immediately know that you know that it's there. You can hear small amounts of spattered breathing.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Can I just try and attack and kill it?
You certainly may. Roll to hit.
11.
With the 11, you are able to hit, and with this, it does get poked, and it then screams and yelps out. So with this, combat has been initiated.
And so it begins.
Do you want me to roll damage on that or no?
Yes.
9.
You are able to give it a good poke, and it does give a kind of death scream. So, if I may,
Death scream.
So much for being quiet.
Cool.
and with that, let me do some rolls real quick.
Take your time.
Oh dear.
Okay.
This new initiative, or
This is something you don't need to immediately worry yourself with.
oh no.
That's good. What a weight off my mind.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
I'm gonna turn to face Sam with a sheepish look on my face and just shrug.
Let me do something real quick.
Sam basically face palms and shakes her head.
Okay.
So
Let me type that into the initiative order, and I'll be right with you.
Oh dear.
insert
I'm-
elevator music.
I'm just gonna assume that we didn't hear anything outside, so we're just like waiting. Just so how's it going?
We definitely heard this, didn't we? Out here.
Oh, I mean, if it set something up, I'm pretty sure you guys heard that.
Oh, we heard. Oh, okay.
There's no way we didn't hear that.
Um,
Did
I'm
we
gonna
close the door behind us? I don't remember closing the door behind us.
you were behind us, so that
Hey,
wasn't.
Zora, you
Yeah,
might wanna
yeah,
close
yeah.
the
So
door.
it's my. I know it's my fault. I poked the dude and I didn't close the door.
Alrighty, folks. So with that, it is now a little bit of an ambush that is oncoming, it seems. So with that, now in the initiative order, you are able to hear the then war cry and pitter patter of feet coming out from this corner over here,
Sigh, you're moving.
as well as
Oh yeah, we're in combat. Sorry.
first goblin exit forward. You can see that there are small caves carving into the rock themselves. They've built themselves workaround tunnels.
Oh dear.
All right. So
Eaters.
with that, this goblin over here will first give out a war cry of sorts. Then, at the moment, let me do this real quick. Let me break out my physical dice.
Question:
Yeah.
if they're saying anything, can I still understand them? Because I don't believe it's been an hour yet.
The comprehend languages is for both vocal and written things, yes?
I believe so. Let me double check. Comprehend language. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
You are able to hear with this war cry, it is a bark of several orders. It is emerge, swarm, destroy, and protect. From the
Interesting.
literal meanings of what this one is barking.
I tell the others what I just
You tell
heard.
Sai.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and yell as loud as the goblin died?
I'm sure if I just call out, they'll understand.
I mean, yeah, the door's open.
Door's
Or just-
open,
You're
so
calling out loud enough to tell us that.
This door is currently open. She's yelling.
Oh,
Uh,
so she's yelling to tell us that.
if I can, I'm gonna move 10 feet and call out to tell you everyone over here. Be
Okay.
All right.
basically
And it is actually currently your turn.
Like
so
we're under
that
attack.
works.
Yeah.
okay. So do that. So use my free action to do that. And then, did you say the door opened towards here or towards here?
It opens to the
is
right.
on the left side, so it opens up. Let me draw this real quick. Freehand. It opens up this way, with this side being the door.
Okay, that works fine because that means I can shoot at them from where I am.
Okay.
I have line of sight still. So, I am going to attack with my short bow.
That certainly hits. Roll for
Okay?
damage.
And let's see. I don't have sneak attack because they haven't. I don't
So
have
that
it.
will just be a regular 10 then.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. So with this, it is currently behind the cover of a cart, or so it thought. So with that, you are able to loose an arrow, pull back, and quickly release, and you are able to catch it right across its nose. This is a dead goblin.
Was that the one barking out the orders?
Yes, it was.
Cool.
Get wrecked, son.
Okay. So, is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
I use 10 feet to move. I'm going to use 10 feet to move back.
Okay.
That way, if they want to get to me, they have to come through the door.
All
you
right.
want to be in this room?
Ever heard of a choke point?
Ever heard of getting flooded?
Okay. So with that, that's the end of what you wish to do?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with that, you are able to hear Lit. Roll a quick perception check for me.
Perception check.
Yes, please.
Okay. Hold on, trying to find it. Oh my gosh, where is it?
It's in the middle. It's in the middle. Most of the way down.
There you are. Okay. Oh, please be high. Please, please. Okay. It is. Total is 15.
All right. You are able to detect that there is movement behind you as well.
Oh,
You
no.
must then hear. Let me do something quick. All right. And sorry for the delay. You are able to hear there is the pitter patter of feet behind you. Doo, 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 doo. There are goblins coming out of the woodwork, it seems.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
So with this, these two goblins will actually be taking 2 pot shots, one respectively at you, Zargish, and one respectively at you, Lit. Or rather, disrespectfully in tone.
Oh, dear.
So with that, can I have you both tell me, does a 10 hit you? And for Zargish, does a 8 hit you?
No.
And for you, Lit, does a 10 hit you?
Where do I check that?
What is your armor class?
It should be
14.
number 14, none of which seem to hit you. Both of their javelins arc over your shoulders and miss. All right.
What an ambush, hmm?
With that, it now goes to Vardak. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna move to here. Can I see if there's any more goblins down this tunnel?
Roll perception for me.
Sorry, that's the wrong one. 19?
You are able to see that there is a tunnel that leads back this far. But currently, no other goblins are in immediate view.
Um, I move to the door and throw my beast fang at the goblin here.
You certainly may. That
23.
does hit.
7.
All right. So with that, you're able to throw this beast fang, and it is able to arc and swerve around the various carts, crates, as well as barrels, and it is able to make its. You have hit a goblin square in the face, and with the 7 damage, the dead goblin.
Okay, and despite the logic of that, it still returns because it says it does, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You got magic shit.
You are fucking mad skilled, my dude.
The didgeridoo plays within your heart.
I've learned the skill of boomerang drifting.
Okay, so
Trying to imagine a Tokyo Drift lyric, but when it says when you're in Sydney.
Is that all you want to do? You want to move? on?
Yeah. Oh,
All right. So next up comes Lit. What do you wish to do?
Right. I just want to do an Eldritch Blast to these guys right here.
Down there? All right. So which one do you want to hit?
First one, of course.
Okay.
All right, so let me get this baby up. Please be high, please.
let's see.
Oh, baby, let's go.
What'd you get?
Nice.
23 total.
Okay. So that definitely does hit. So with that, you are able to have an arc of energy emanate, bursting from your elbow, going up your forearm, and is able to escape the palm of your hand. You hit this goblin square in his face.
What
He's a
damage?
dead goblin.
What damage? Is there a damage for that, or is it just dead?
Oh, did you roll the damage?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, roll damage. My bad.
Yeah, no, I did the hit. I was waiting for you to tell me to roll damage.
No, just go. If it hits, then roll damage automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, you just go ahead and do that.
All right, and
I was looking at the bludgeoning of Beast Fang. My bad.
Let's hope that his predicted
total is 4.
Actually, that does still actually kill the goblin outright.
That's bad. That means we're gonna get swarmed later.
Are we not now?
Oh no. More like every line, like the 40 goblins, because there's only 4 health, right? They'll throw like 40 at them at a time on us or something.
Don't worry, I don't try and throw armies at my players. That is one way to keep things interesting, but it just takes forever.
You'll find an interesting way to make our lives terrible. Don't worry. I'm
Oh,
sure you
don't
will.
worry, I already have plans.
Oh boy.
We'll do our best to negate your plan. Don't worry.
Okay, so next up, Lit, is there anything else you want to do, or is that it? You can still move around.
I would like to try and get the second one. Is that too much?
With an attack, yes. You have one action, which you took the attack action for, so your action is physically is physically used, but you can still move and use or a bonus action.
Can I say something as a free action?
You may.
Real quick. Sai, did you tell me about the tunnel back there?
Could I just do that now?
It was pretty obvious, right? When he was stabbing something into the wall.
Well,
and he had that.
that
Well,
wasn't
no,
just
that just
a...
told you that there's something was in there. We didn't know it went further at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just tell you that now, or do I have to wait till my turn?
It should be a free action, so you should be able
and-
to.
Yeah, now you know.
Okay, then I'm going.
There's more back there.
He points and
The more
says,
you
"There's
know.
more." But wait, there's more.
Oh
Yep.
dear. So I'm gonna call out to everyone quickly into the room. We can use it as a choke point.
It's still Lit's turn, right? He can choose to move still.
Mhm.
Yes.
If he wants.
I kind of want to just stay so I can get this last goblin before I head in.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay. So your turn's over then?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that bring it to me? Mr. DM?
I'm sorry. In turn
Who's
order,
after
yes,
Lit?
it's you.
It's me after Lit?
Yeah, after you get lit, yeah.
I heard the call for action, but I am filled with rage, the rage of battle. And so I'm going to, my movement speed is 40. Oh, that's pretty far away. Yeah, I'm going to go, since I don't have much range. I am going to attack this goblin boy. Right.
Which one?
Sorry, I forgot how to move. It's been a while. I'm going to move 15 down here. I'm going to whack him in the skull with my stick.
Okay.
Yep, very bluntly. And
You're making your point and intentions very clear.
yes, very. Rolling attack. I get a 13 to hit.
A 13 does hit. Roll for damage.
Rolling. I have a total of 5 damage. Isn't that great?
You are able to whip him right in the side of his head, and you can see that you knocked out a few teeth. He's down.
Is he dead?
Well, he certainly looks it.
He's not moving and he's on the ground. Okay. I see that.
His toe is twitching. I think you knocked his nervous system in something good.
Okay. Well, I'm satisfied with his permanent paralysis. I'm going to move back with another 15, and then I'm going to move again to the over here, right here, with my last bit of movement. Satisfied that I killed something and now I can retreat. So I'll motion on my way in, like to Lit to follow, of course. That's all I have.
All right. So with that, it now returns to the defender. Now there is here, here, there, and now you can see that there are goblins whooping and hollering down the hall, and they are now going to throw their javelins at you, Zargish. So that will be 3 respective or disrespective attacks. Nope. Okay. And okay. So one of those is a 17 exact. Does that hit you?
My armor class is indeed 17.
All right. So with that, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to deflect that because I can.
All right.
I will in a very surprised manner, block the attack that I did not think would hit me. Using my, what's it called? Forgive
Does
me. It's
that
been a while.
use key, or is that your bonus or reaction?
It does. It's my reaction.
Okay.
It only uses key if I throw it back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna deflect it, and what I have to roll. This I roll a. Sorry, I need to find. Sorry for being so slow.
Don't worry, this is a learning experience for
I deflect missiles. I just roll it at 1d10 plus 8.
Yep.
And it's most certainly gonna block all the damage. I block 13 damage, so.
It is 100 damage right in your eye. I'm kidding. It's only 3, so you
Okay.
definitely have just tossed it to the side.
I knock the javelin aside. Okay.
You are able, as it is coming to you, you are able to knock the point upwards, and you are able to give a palm to the butt end of the little javelin and have it sending it right into the ceiling. It is now going into the ceiling.
Cool.
All right. So is there anything? Actually, no. That is that turn. So now, Sam, your turn. What would you like to do?
My turn. They're both blocking the door. Because I can't end my turn in there, correct? In a,
You can ready an action if you don't immediately want to do anything.
yeah, I'll ready a arrow so that way if anyone tries to get too close, goblin-wise, I can fire at them. I'm gonna
Good thing you
go...
specified.
Huh?
Good thing you specified.
Yeah. I'm gonna also move over here and see if this little tunnel is big enough for us to enter.
All right. With a quick perception check, you should be able to see that.
Please. 16.
You're able to see that you can only begin to hope to get in there if you got on your hands and knees.
Okay.
Which will cause you to be prone effectively mechanically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block that spot
Okay.
with some of these boxes. That way nothing else can come up through it.
You certainly may.
And that will be my turn.
Okay.
Okay, so who's next?
Okay. Oh. I forget the order with this bot. You have to go through a long workaround.
You're
Is
fine.
Mystique's playing music? He's not.
There we go. Now he's back. All right, so
Indeed.
you wanted to go ahead and block the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and do a survival check for me.
Oh, please.
10?
You are able to grab some boxes and, well, other things that look like they can fill the gap, and you are able to largely, at large, effectively block the entry for physical entry.
Okay.
Earlier, you called us to come into the room, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Just making sure.
because we can get a choke point and force them to, if they want to attack us, go in the room.
So you did block this entrance. Now, you are no longer able to see down that tunnel.
That's fine. If they can't get in to attack us, that's fine. We have a choke point.
Is that all you'll do for your turn?
Yes.
Yeah. I already said
Okay.
it was.
Yes, as in on my end saying like, oh yes, I forgot to ask. Is there anything else you want to do? My bad. Yes.
You're good. I'm good.
Okay, so
I have-
after you.
The action ready, so.
All right. So with that, there are now these guys coming. 30. Yeah. 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 All right. So Zargish, this guy will actually try and throw a javelin at you, but this one will be at disadvantage.
Do I really look that, do I really look that threatening? Yeah, it's true.
Because you're currently behind the open side of the door.
Good luck for him. Good luck to him. I wish him the best.
Oh! Ah! Natural 20, then a 17. I hope you believe me.
Wait, natural 20, but it's a disadvantage.
I know. I'm just laughing at the fact that I got a natural 20 with a goblin.
Okay.
But yeah, the 17, this one is determined. He chucks and throws this javelin at you, and it seems to do a spin in the air. What do you wish to do? Because you still
Can
have...
I...
Actually...
I want to be fair. I can't see it coming, can I?
No, and I just realized it's yet to be your turn again, so you no longer have that reaction.
Yeah.
So this
I
one...
can't see it coming to begin with. I can't deflect what I can't see coming.
Yep, pretty much. So this one will be a... So that will be a 7 damage total.
So it's going through the door?
It is either catching you just as you're rounding the corner of the door, or it pokes through.
That is painful. 7 damage?
7 damage total.
Ow. Almost as bad as the burn I got from holding a piece of coal.
Yep. And let me look at your character quick. See for certain for some certain detail.
Half health already. Let's go. Give Lit some love. Does he not look threatening? Isn't he like glowing with fire?
I'm fire boy.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, does your fire actually light fire things on fire,
Oh,
or is it
Fuck.
Magical.
decorative, basically?
I would assume both. Like, I feel like I would have the control to make it harmful or not.
Oh, I have 2 goblins here. Yes. So, yeah. Thanks, Zargish. You reminded me I have one more thing. So, this one will actually be a disadvantage to Lit because of the angle that's here.
Ah,
Okay.
shit.
No, that's good for you.
Okay, and... Alright, there was a 19 and then a 9. I'm sure the 9 does not hit.
The 19 does, yeah.
The 9 does not. It was at disadvantage. So
Oh.
another javelin was tossed, but it clips the corner of this wall, and it bounces harmlessly to the ground. Okay, so with that, end of Gabo turn, it goes to Vardak.
How much damage did he take?
It didn't hit.
Oh, I thought one rolled a 19. Oh,
Wh-
I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I'm
Advantage.
dumb. Ignore me.
Yes. I endeavor to do so every day you exist.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget next time.
Okay, so Vardak, what do you wish to do? It's your turn.
I'm gonna get out of the way for one.
Okay.
How is it Vardex?
It is his turn because it goes Gabo Group 1, Sam, Gabo Group 2, Vardak, Lit, Zargish.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's the turn order is what
Cool
happens.
beans, cool beans, cool beans.
I don't really think I can do too much else at the moment.
You are
Sam.
able to prepare an action, which is
What does
basically
that mean?
a readied action is basically you are not currently doing anything now, but barring a certain chain of events or a triggering event that you specify for an action that you want to do. Say, for example, like for being in this room, if anything pops its head in the door, you are able to, from a readied action, you can specify what you wanted to do. Say, for example, you wanted to ready an action to pop something in the head with a gun as soon as it reared its head inside the door. That would be
Oh,
a readied action. The moment it did that and triggered the reaction from you of it popped its head in, you are then able, outside of your own turn, to attack it with that readied action.
so I can bypass my action during my turn to use it on someone else's, basically.
Effectively, yes.
You have
Okay.
to specify the conditions, though. If those conditions don't manifest.
Because
Like
if it
Sam
doesn't
did.
match the condition that you wanted, then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, like if a goblin drops out of the ceiling, well, that's not going to activate it.
Can
The
I
idea.
ready an action with the halberd for any goblins entering the room from
You
where I
certainly
can
may.
see?
He has the reach. Right?
Yes, he does. So, with that, is there anything else you want to do? You still have a bonus action.
What can really done bonus actions? I'm sorry, I forget.
Sorry, what count as bonus actions?
Yeah, other than specific spells and stuff. Like, is there any
Typically
general
that
things?
involves interacting with your environment.
Okay.
Typically, that's the
Taking
most
a whiff
common
of air
one.
or something.
Oh, I thought that was a main action because of the use object.
I will have to look over that, actually.
Off to Lit?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Use an object. Okay. Oh, for things like drawing your weapon and then attacking with it, I'll say that's a bonus action and then a regular action for attacking. But yeah, I will say for my table, I will say a bonus action can be a interacting with environment, but it can't be anything complex, such as like operating like a panel of a multitude of buttons. If you want to do a certain sequence of buttons, that'll be a full action. If you just want to press one button, that'll be bonus. Make sense?
Yep.
All right with everyone?
Mm-hmm.
All right
I
then.
object.
And
I
duly
don't
noted
actually
and
object.
ignored.
So now it's Lit's turn.
Yes. So that will be Zargish, and then no, I'm sorry, Vardak, Lit, and then Zargish. So yes, that will be Lit. What do you wish to do, Mr. Fireboy?
All right. Just wondering, do I have a clear view shot of this one?
You certainly do.
All right, I'm about to Eldritch Blast this one. All right, I'm gonna roll for damage. Not damage, hit. Sorry. All right, so bop, please. Bingo. All right, total for hit 17. About to, and rolling for damage.
But yeah, 17 does hit. You may roll for damage. For future reference, always ask does or does it not hit to the DM if you ever roll something. However,
Sorry.
in this one, yes, of course, it definitely hits.
What is he, the Goblin King?
I don't know. Not him directly, but yes, the 7 does hit as well. I'm sorry, the 21 does, whatever you roll does hit, and it does outright kill this goblin. Energy
Great.
blasts from your arm, and you catch him in the gut. He crumples over into what looks like a fetal position, but he goes on his knees and then just falls flat on his face.
All right. Now, let's see. I feel like now I think is a good time to move up.
Okay. And you are able to move through allies or willing allies freely.
Okay, and how many do I go again?
You, I think for your character,
Your
you
movement
are
speed is
able-
up on the top right.
30. You have 30 feet, so that means you have 6 squares of movement, because 5 times 6.
Okay, I'm just
You
gonna.
can move diagonal. You can move diagonal.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Is right here good?
Yes, that should be within your range.
That's
All
only
right.
15. Yeah.
That I'm
And
good.
you only have a bonus action left. Because you did use a full action to attack that one goblin, so you are no longer able to ready that said action.
Trying to think what I can do with it.
If you don't have anything to do, you can't. You don't have to use it. Right?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay. So with that, that is the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Zargish, what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna throw a dirt. Okay, would closing the door take an action?
I would say bonus action.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a dart, real quick, like at the closest guy to me.
Yep.
So rolling.
Roll to hit for me, please.
Mm-hmm. That is a 23. Hopefully that hits.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
That will be 7 damage.
With that, you are able to catch this goblin in his eye. He is a dead goblin.
Get fucked. And then but before I even see him fall to the ground, I'm just gonna try to close this door.
All right.
I'm gonna close the door. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do.
So you are now inside the room.
Yeah. If they want it to be unclosed, they can of course tell me that. Unclose
All right.
it.
So go ahead and move, and you wanted to close the door, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Close, and if there's a lock, I'll lock it.
With that, there is no lock this door.
Okay.
But as you close this door, you are no longer able to see the outside.
Oh
You
no.
took one too
Wait.
many squares away. Okay.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say,
I
thanks to you.
fixing it now. So let me hide this area.
Oh my god.
You do realize we could have just used it as a choke point.
Can I talk to my You guys can open it the next turn.
You certainly may.
Um,
But is there anything else you wish to do, Zargit?
so I look back to see my comrades frowning at me with disapproval,
Yes.
and I'll move to the back out of the way.
Can I move by chance? Like just one?
Well, that's all my turn. I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna stand around looking at other people, looking what they're doing.
So with this lit, you are closest to the door. Please
Oh,
roll perception for me.
fine. Okay.
And Sam, may I also have you roll perception?
Sure.
Oh, please be high. Please for this.
15.
Oh no.
Okay.
And he rolled an 8.
I got an 8. Oh no.
Okay. So with this lit, you are able to hear the pitter-patter of feet, and they are getting closer and closer to the door. You are able to hear that they first try and push on the door and then pull on it. The door opens slightly. So with that, Sam, you have the reaction. What do you wish to do? You had the readied action before.
Yes, so I'm guessing because all my compatriots are here, it's one of the goblins.
At the door, yes.
Okay, so I'd like to take a 5-foot step and shoot.
All right. Roll the hit for me, please.
Okay. 12.
A 12 does hit.
Oh,
Y'all have rolled super high this game.
thank God.
So I would say you are, no, not, yeah, that would not trigger the stealth, would it? I don't think it does.
Mm-mm.
What triggers stealth?
No, it doesn't trigger sneak attack.
Stop. She's chewing up her bed. So you are able to hit, and with that damage, you are able, as it opens the door, you put an arrow through its skull, and it plops dead to the ground.
Okay.
The door is now only slightly ajar. And with that, it is only partially open now.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, it is now still the goblin's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you are now able to hear, Sam, from your earlier perception check, you can now hear that footsteps are going away from the door.
Okay, so they're leaving.
And now, hold on. All right, 1 second. And as you hear them leaving the door, all become quiet.
Oh,
That's
So
eerie.
that's eerie. Oh no.
with that, you then are able to hear door creak, then shut.
Did they just
With-
lock us in here?
I don't know, did they? You did go into a secluded area with only 2 entrances. So with that, you are then also able to hear small bits of language. Can I have you roll an additional perception check for me, please, Sam?
18.
Oh, thank God.
You are able to hear the whispers and mad cackle of some of the goblins outside.
Mm-hmm.
You hear them say, "Gather black powder."
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, we gotta get
Lily-
out.
Lily shush. And also with that perception check, you are able to hear a rapping, tapping, and clacking at the door. With that, you can hear that there are also the dragging of wood across stone, and hence being placed against the wall, the rapping and tapping at your chamber door.
Okay, let's try to push the door open and attack as soon as we get out.
All right, and now it goes to Sam's turn.
Because we have two choices: either try to flip and make that tunnel bigger behind us, or get out of here before they bring the black powder.
Lily, stop. It has been about 2 hours. Did we want to do a quick break? I think my dog needs to go outside.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So let's take a quick 5-minute intermission, and I'll be right with you folks.
Eat.
Okay.
I need food. Well, no, I just had food. I just need a snack now.
See you back in a minute.
So, question for anyone who stayed.
I'm here.
Should we try to pick at the flippin' hallway and slip in? Or should
I
we...
think the way he described it, I think it's feasible. But we'll be
I-
crawling on our hands and knees.
That's all we have to do is crawl.
We don't have to
But
enlarge it. Yeah.
it's how do I say it? It's I don't know the word. It's but we can go through it. We just gotta have strength on our knees and arms.
Do recall the passageway seemed, according to the picture, to widen after a little bit. I think it widened a little
And
bit.
I noticed Gaz was like, "Are you sure you want to close it?" Like I feel like there's something.
Well, for the moment,
So
it was in case they tried to come in that way.
my question is, since mostly me is Fireboy, I feel like the bombing thing won't really affect me as much.
Maybe,
It's just
It's explosion,
maybe, but you'll
Don't
get
take damage.
force damage.
true.
The rest of us, though,
What do you think the sounds he was describing were? The tapping and rapping. Do you think that the things they were trying to put in place are already there?
I think
If that's the case, it's either like rush out now or die.
black. They said black powder, so that I'm guessing they're talking the coal. Or
Black
I was
powder,
thinking
usually
gunpowder.
gunpowder.
well, it's either gunpowder or coal, but this is a coal mine, so tapping and rapping, they could be mining the coal. Or they could...
What if?
Go ahead.
I mean, I know it's like, how could they have gunpowder if they don't have guns? Well, I mean, they probably don't know how to use, like, they probably have like a good stash of guns, but they have no clue how to use it. They are sticking to their traditional use of weapons, but they're going to use a gunpowder because they know how to make explosions.
I mean, this isn't the age where there's only one shot. You have to reload every time, and it takes a while to reload black powder fire.
Oh, that kind, yeah.
Okay, so...
You think you want to try to escape?
Yeah, my only other issue is, Zargash, do you think your shell will fit?
Yes.
Because I think all of us here can.
Here's the thing. Even if it doesn't, I think I'll be okay, because what I can do is I can crawl into my shell, and what that does is it gives me +4 to hit. So that gives me an AC of 21.
I feel like I should be last in the line if we're going to crawl into the hole, so that way when if they do the whole explosion thing, because me Fireboy, I'll probably not get as bad as like a hit.
Here's the thing. I suspect that those are back passages, right? So they can loop around. If I don't fit, if I can't fit, I'll just go with y'all. If I can't fit, I can just endure the blast with my 21 AC. Hopefully, I only have 16 HP, but I think my 21 AC might save me. And then, assuming I survive, you guys can come back around, assuming it's even possible, because there's little, ins and outs all over the place, and you can kill the guys in front of me. But if we're deciding to go through the passageway, I could try to go first if you want to try to see if we can do both things. I could try to go first, and if I don't succeed, I could immediately be like, "This isn't gonna work." Rush out the door and kill everyone. I don't know. I'm down to try anything. If I die, I die. It's okay. But like I said, I have even though if I can't fit, I still have the greatest ability to survive an explosion with a 21 AC.
Well, my thought process is lit.
Hmm.
You may be Fireboy, but you can still take force damage.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. Let's see. Hold on.
Honestly, I
Who's
think
the smallest person?
probably my character. My character is only like 5 foot.
Don't ask if I will fit or not, and the DM will probably just let me go in.
Okay.
I will say that much. If you say, "Oh, will Zorgish fit? Because it was Shell," he'd be like, no, don't mention it. Don't mention it.
It is your brother, so
Yeah, but if he lets me go in, he can't say, "Oh, wait, I shouldn't let you do that." He's gonna have to go with the flow at that point. But he should have been paying attention.
yeah.
So don't mention anything about my show.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that being said,
Is that what y'all want to try to do? You think?
Yeah, I think the order should be probably. I'm probably gonna be the smallest in the group, so my character then probably either Sai or Lit. Then you follow up the rear Zarg.
Yeah, because I can endure the blast if it just happens to go off right as we're going in.
I think I think I'm 6 foot. Hold on.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
lanky.
As long as you're lanky enough to squeeze
You're
in there,
lanky.
you're gonna be crawling regardless.
I mean I think I did class myself as a thief, so I do aim the stealthy. I know how to go through places.
You're a flippant and you're a fire genasi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
I think I remember classing myself as kind of like the Robin Hood kind of thief. So I mean,
Oh dear.
You'll fit.
I'm good. I've been through worse.
Oh dear.
What about other? What if?
Mhm.
What if the passageway that the bigger one that we saw, what if it doesn't widen out? What if we can't stand up? Because he said he specifically said mechanically you will be prone. What does that lead us to be vulnerable to?
Hello?
Oh, hey, Sai.
We're discussing how we're going to escape.
So my thought process is, being in the front, I can use my daggers. Anything.
Yeah, you're right.
Anything bigger
It's
than
the
a
short.
dagger would probably be dangerous to try use. So
You can't wield a halberd while you're crawling.
yeah. So
Gaz isn't here, right?
no.
You better not be. If he's listening, I'm gonna.
I wonder what would
Sure
happen if
about
I threw my.
So he
What did you
is.
hear? What did you hear?
Stop.
Did you hear a word that rhymes with tell?
Oh
Did you
no.
did you hear a word that rhymes with
fine.
tell?
A word that rhymes with what?
Tell.
Maybe.
He didn't. He didn't. I could tell by the tone of his voice. Still mention it. Still
Maybe.
mention it. You know.
Okay.
You know.
But
Lily,
honestly,
shush.
I think order should go me, either Lit or Sai, then Zar, and I'll have my
Figurines.
daggers in hand. Or
Okay.
a dagger in hand, just in case.
This is gonna be fun.
It is!
What happens if I throw my automatically returning boomerang in the tunnel?
It just flops down.
No, it
Can I
would.
just
What
use
if
my
magic?
Eldritch Blast to just like boom, make a
Straight there and back.
For Sai, for reference, if you are throwing it at a physical, like, person target and you hit, it does return. However, if you throw it at a wall bluntly and you weren't trying to hit any type of creature, then it will hit a wall and not return. Lily,
So
baby, shush.
So what you're saying
Climbing.
is, if he's looking down a tunnel that's 1,000 feet long and you can see someone at the end of it, or at the extent of his range, a narrow tunnel at 1 foot by
Basically,
1 foot.
if he's deliberately throwing it at an object, and like a wall or like a crate or something,
No,
and he
a
hits
a
it,
target, like an enemy.
an enemy target, it will return after hitting. Even if it misses, it will.
Even
If
due
it
to the
hits or misses,
ridiculousness.
if it hits or misses a enemy target, then it will return. If it's a stationary object, it will embed itself in that object.
He's giving you a liberal
No,
interpretation.
what I'm asking is is there like a limited space needed for the return to function?
Can you throw a boomerang while crawling through a
Like
tunnel?
let's say there was a goblin right here.
Yeah.
Could I throw the boomerang down the tunnel and just have the boomerang come back?
That depends on which position and where you are throwing it from. Because if you are prone, any attack you make while prone is automatically at disadvantage.
Even if you're using
Well,
daggers?
there's
Even if
your
you
answer.
dagger, because you're on your hands and knees, as well as like doing a belly crawl, being prone. Mechanically, that's why I said it would be prone.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like on your hands and knees doing a little jig crawl through a little tunnel.
Shall we initiate our escape?
All right. So after you once again hear the pitter patter of feet outside of the room you're in, you hear that there is a rapping and tapping at the door and the dragging of wood across stone. You are also able to hear
Mhm.
echo from the little
No.
side tunnel in the back over here.
Oh man.
An echo? What do you mean an echo?
The echo is a sound that repeats itself after bouncing off multiple surfaces.
Intriguing. So, can I do an insight check? I want to try and rack my brain to see if I can deduce what the rapping sound would likely be. Insight check. To use my insight and knowledge of the world and how things
Yeah,
work.
that makes sense. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, it's a 7. It's an 11. It's an 11. The 7
You
on this
had to
die looks like a
guess.
1.
If you had to guess, because the door opens outward and you are currently in, the sounds of wood dragging across the floor really serves no other purpose outside of blocking said outward opening door. Lily, no.
I
It's
guess
not
that's
so scary when I'm oogling over a puppy, is it?
Oh, the music.
The music is currently silent.
We're listening to sounds. So I will say
Now,
my chance. Should we
actually,
try to kick the door down before they can block
I
it?
have ambience.
Do y'all want to try to kick the door down before they block it, or
Sure.
who's the strongest here?
Not
me.
me.
As far as statistics,
Not me.
I have a strength modifier of 0.
I have a
but
strength
it's
plus
only
5.
11.
I can go try to kick the door down then.
Okay.
Okay.
I
You all
have
think that's a good
a-
idea?
Yeah.
What do you have?
I have a wait. There's like a okay.
On the
So
top
for
left.
strength, no, I see strength. It's just there's a +1, but there's a number below it.
So you have a modifier of +1.
Yeah.
I'd
So
say-
my
have
strength.
16
So
plus
my
1.
strength is a 12 + 1.
Okay,
I
so
have a
13.
16 plus 3.
Czar, I'd suggest you try, and then while
Okay.
you're doing that, do we want to try for the tunnel?
If you think it would be, you could try to go, and then if you hear the door open, you could, I guess, come back. Whatever you think is best, you could try to split up at this point.
But we don't have a lot of time, so let's try the door.
I might just fail at kicking the door down. So
Yeah.
So, what do you wish to do with the door, if I may ask?
I'm going to kick it on the left side in order to use leverage. I want it to swing and like fucking whack out as much as I can.
Away from the
All right.
hinges.
On the other side of the hinges, on the left side of the door from where we're
So that
standing.
the door swings open, yes?
Yes, with as much
Okay.
force and as vigorously as possible.
Am I allowed to move back so that way so he can do that?
Currently, you are all out of initiative movement, so yes,
Dang.
you may move freely.
Oh,
Okay. And I'm gonna move up to the door and I'm going to whack it with a strength check. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, so if they're blocking the door, they must be going to black powder the little tunnels then?
We don't know. I got an 11 strength check.
You are able to kick the door, and you can feel that there is something blocking the door. It's heavy.
Okay, so I'm gonna move stuff
Should I
out.
try again or should we try to retreat?
You can try again if you want. I'm gonna start moving things out of the way of the tunnel and try to crawl into
I
it.
mean, hey, if you want, I could just Eldritch blast the door. No,
Does
What is
the
it- what is
Eldritch
the
Blast have any like ignition?
it's literally a fireball. I was just joking.
Well, if you look at it, does it flippin'?
Eldritch Blast, in and of itself, is not able to cause fires, even if the Eldritch Blast is flavored to look like a bolt of fire. A fire bolt, however, does have the aspects and property of fire, so at discretion, it can be used to ignite
If there's
Eldritch.
black
I'm sorry,
powder, if there's black powder being rolled around, I would think it would be very unwise to start setting fire to the place where they're probably going to put it.
Well,
Well,
Eldritch
ooh.
Blast, he just said can't set things on fire. It's
Can we both try to kick the? Can
It
we
does
both
not have the
try?
aspects and properties of fire. However, it can be used as a reacting agent.
Okay.
Can Lit
Hmm.
or Sai help me to try and kick the door down
Because it
together?
is a blast of energy, and I believe it's bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Lit, what did you say
So
your strength was?
the strength he
Yeah,
got
Lit.
was
No,
11.
no, just like Lit's strength in general.
My strength is there's like a 12 below, and then there's a +1 above it. So
Yeah,
13.
you should probably help, not me.
How about
You're
we
stronger.
try to coordinate? We try to like work together and try to kick, try to coordinate our timing so that we both kick at the same time and our feet land with as much force as possible at the same time. Can we do that? Can we
The
try to
help
do that?
action provided on a skill check will only add 2, if I am not mistaken, to the outcome.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
If I am not mistaken, because that's the way we did it once in one of my other groups, but I don't remember the rule outright.
it's your choice. It's DM's prerogative. I've played it where they've added the 2, and I've played it where it's advantage.
Okay.
So DM's
down
So
with
with
the 2.
this one, we will add the 2.
okay.
Okay, so you want to
For
help me,
every
Lit or
person
Sai?
that is
No,
involved.
I'll help out.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Um,
try. I'm gonna, with the assistance of my friend here, attempt one last time to kick this door off of its hinges. Not off of its hinges, but in or out, depending on your perspective. Rolling strength check.
Okay.
That is going to be a 20 plus 2, so 22.
Okay. You are
I'm,
able to feel the door give, but it does not move more than a foot open.
That was a 22. A foot,
Yes,
so it's a jar. I can fit. What
it is
can
a
I see?
jar.
What can I see from out the door?
You are currently able to see that there are boxes, crates, and barrels that are put up against the door, one of which fell over. This
Okay.
will be a skill challenge. You have to make multiple skill checks to make sure that the task is done. However, you have 1 out of 3 successes.
Okay. How about we all go help with the door then? Because if they got it open even partially, we can get out that way.
Does that work then? Can I can they give more 2 plus 2s?
As many people as can physically fit within 5 feet, yes. But,
Moral
Sam,
support.
Mhm.
please roll perception, as well as
no.
Vardak.
That's an 8. No. Oh, that's a 4.
oof, so it's 8 and 4, yeah.
Does something smell like it's burning to you?
Oh no.
It's
Oh,
not
no.
me.
Is it
I'm
coming?
go-
It's coming
Hmm?
from the tunnel. Can I actively look for smoke from the tunnel?
Roll an additional perception check for me, please.
9.
You are able to see that the beginnings of black smoke are filling in through the cracks.
Cracks of what?
Oh, the cracks of all of the objects that you used to bar or block the little passage.
They're
This
using
thing.
coal to flip and try to basically smoke us out.
Oh, they're trying to gather. Oh no.
All right, let's.
Are
I'm gonna
we
kick
still
again.
out of initiative?
I'm moving quickly over to the door to try to help.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
kick again with the moral and physical support of all my compatriots
Oh,
cheering me on, I guess. Rolling us in a
Okay.
strength check.
So roll an additional
I rolled a
Uh,
15,
strength
but
check.
I rolled a 15, but that's with all their plus twos or whatever. How many are plus
So
twos?
that would be one from Lit and one from Sam.
Yep.
Ye-
So that would be 4 additional with 19. You were able to kick the door open another half foot.
So that's a
can I
foot and
do
a half.
some? Oh, sorry.
Is that enough space for me to fit through?
You're a turtle, so I would say no.
Can I?
Wait,
Shall-
can I?
Shall one of them slip through while I keep on kicking?
Uh,
Do one of
you
them want to?
may. You
I'll
want
just-
to
I'm
kick
going
the
to
door
immediately
as
kick
they are
again.
leaving?
I will immediately kick again. You know,
One
'cause
more strength check for me, please.
I'll help.
that's a 9
Plus
with
4.
plus 4.
The door does not budge.
I
I
think.
can continue to kick, right?
That is 2 chances out of 3. You now have a 2-foot gap in the door.
That's enough for us all to go through.
Not all at once,
Who's
but
Hmm.
with that,
Oh, sorry, I
we are
misclicked.
now.
Mhm.
And
So yeah, let's start filing through the ones that can fit.
Guess I'll go first then, or
Well, I know
I
I'm
have
the twig
everyone.
over here, so I mean I could probably.
can I have everyone roll a Constitution saving throw?
ugh. Okay.
No,
Wait, what?
Right.
Hold on. Where is that?
It's under
It's
saving
the-
throws, under strength.
top
You
left.
click the
It's
gear.
gonna say
underneath it.
CON.
Oh, I see it. Okay, so
I rolled a
Ooh,
19. Vardak
Please
did
be high.
12.
dang it.
We have Zargash did 18, and then Lit was an 11. Lit, you go out first.
I think something might have just exploded.
No.
No, it's
Or
smoke
the
filling the room.
Oh.
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that.
Can I? Are we able to
Oh.
leave the room?
With one at a time, yes, but you will
Okay.
have to do a acrobatics check to get out, or rather a dexterity check to get out.
Can I quickly do something before we start doing that?
Lit, what was your con save?
My 11.
Okay, that's ironic, actually.
Can I
Why?
do something before we start moving out though?
Both Psy and Lit, you are both coughing in the smoke, and your vision is beginning to blur.
Okay, Lit and Sai, you two are getting out first.
All right.
Y'all are coughing, you're getting out first.
I can't.
Noted.
Do an acrobatics check. Or a
Uh,
dex check.
Dexterity check.
There's an acrobatics skill.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? I do acrobatics, right?
Gaz,
No, you were doing a dexterity.
Oh, okay.
not a
So-
saving throw, a check. So it's one of the ones across the top.
23.
Oh, please be high for me, please. No, don't. Oh, I hate you.
Oh,
It's a 6.
All right, then. So, Lit, you are having a hard time trying to squeeze through this door. However, Vardak is able to get through.
okay, can I?
There are goblins waiting for you.
Oh dear.
So, that will be... Nope. Yes. And yes. There is an 18 and a 19, and then a 6. 2 out of the 3 goblins had their spears at the ready. they're going to give you a poke for 5 and for 3. So 8 damage total.
Okay.
Okay.
One thing I love to do
Mm-hmm.
is tactics. It makes things infinitely more interesting.
This is what I get for closing the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, sorry.
That's why I was saying choke point. Keep the door open, have them come in, and we shoot them.
I also could have closed the door, so I will avail
I'm not
myself
able
of
to
all
do
guilt.
anything yet, am I?
You just got out and you got poked for it, but now we are back in the initiative phase, and it's your turn now, so you are now able to do an action.
Right, can I just shove the things that are blocking the door out of the way?
You may.
All right.
So roll a strength check of at least 11 for me.
Ugh, you gotta choose that. Oh my lord!
You are
Oh,
able to get half of the items out of the door.
Not
Hold
to be
on,
that
hold
was
on.
a dexterity.
That's Dex.
Oh,
Did I roll the right thing?
You need to
you
No,
do
rolled
that-
Dex.
it's across the top where it says strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, and the pluses. With below it's
Okay.
the double digit number. You're gonna
13.
oh.
You
Oh,
are
man.
still able to knock off half of the objects blocking the door. Subsequently, any strength checks made against opening the door will be lowered, or at least the skill ceiling will be lowered. So that means it's slightly easier to kick open now.
It's a 10. That's what it is. Okay.
Okay, so let's try to open that door.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's still mine.
Yeah.
Remember earlier, y'all were trying to kick the door open, and only the really high numbers did it.
The 15 or more, yeah.
What am I? So that was that an action?
That would be an action.
All right. So
Can you like what is it called? Defend yourself, block with a bonus action?
my bonus action is going to be to give. Can
You
I
can still
give?
move?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but you wouldn't want to move because they'll be able to poke you.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Zargish bardic inspiration.
Going to give
Or
yourself
the-
inspiration?
No, Zargish.
Zargish inspiration. Alrighty then.
Yep. So that when he kicks the door, it might be better. Hopefully. And then that's it.
Who's next on the initiative?
So
list?
with that, initiative then goes to Liv.
Well, I think last time I think you said I was still stuck trying to get through the door. So I guess can I go through now? Like, or
You are now able to make an easier dex check to get out, or you can make a strength check to kick the door open further, and or you can now, with being partially out the door, you can try and move some of the stuff out the way, but that'll be done at essentially a disadvantage.
I kind of want to do a dexterity again.
All right, so you want to wiggle your way out then?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Make a dex check of 13.
Oh, dang, I clicked it. Hold on.
Wait,
Okay.
did I say 11 for the dex check earlier, or was that strength earlier?
Uh,
That was for strength. I think that was for strength. So 13
Ooh.
for this dex.
I got 22, baby. Let's go.
Okay, for the dex you said?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are able to wiggle your way free, and you are now standing upright and ready for action. So you are now basically here.
Okay. Can I do an attack?
You
Right.
are able to, yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna get this guy right here.
What do you wish to do?
Eldritch Blast.
That is a ranged attack, and you are within 5 feet. All ranged attacks within 5 feet are at disadvantage.
Oh, dang it.
So you still are able to do that if you want. But you are now able, because you are in now kissing distance, so you can melee attack.
Stabby with the daggy.
I can do a dagger this time.
All right. Roll to hit for me, please.
Alright, so hit roll. Taking its time. Ooh, that's a good one. Total for hit 22.
A 22 does hit. Please roll for damage.
Oh. 4.
4 for total damage?
Yeah.
You are able to plunge your dagger through his chest, and you're able to twist and turn, and you pierced his heart, and that's a dead goblin.
You can move now if you wanted to.
I'm gonna just move right here.
Okay, that works.
Initiative turn, brother.
So, Lit, that's everything you wanted to do?
Is there anything else I could do?
I believe you still have a bonus action.
Is there still stuff around the door?
That would be a full action, so there is
Oh,
stuff,
no.
yes, but, You know what? Roll a d6 for me, and based off the roll, I will say yay or nay.
Dexterity?
D6. Roll a 6-sided die for me, please.
Oh, where
There-
would that be?
There's a little in the bottom left corner. There's
Okay.
a little d20. You click that, and then you click the d6.
Essentially, I'm flipping a coin right now.
D-
So in that case,
okay,
actually
so
do a d4.
okay, so D4.
Yes.
You roll one for him.
Let's
Oh,
roll it. He rolled a 1.
Ooh.
of course.
Okay. So that will not work for the, bonus action. So with that, you are just have a bonus action and you're standing there ready for a fight. So with that, is there anything else you want to do? Because you still got movement.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Just move, yeah.
Yeah, just here. I could maybe go right here. At that there.
Fair enough. All right. So next up is Zargish.
With the presumed aid of my companion, I will do another strength check to kick down the door. I got a 12
Okay.
plus 2.
12 plus 2. That'll be
Assuming she wants to
14.
help. Yeah.
So with that, that does open it the rest of the way. The door is now able to open fully, but only at like a 90-degree angle.
Cool. Well, then that's more than enough for me to move out. So I'm going to move
Mm-hmm.
20 out here, 20 movement, and
Mm-hmm.
thump this guy. I'm gonna try to kick out his knees. I'm like whack his kneecaps, make him feel the pain. With
He owes you lunch money. Break his kneecaps.
Mm-hmm. That will be rolling to hit. That is an 11 to hit.
An 11 does hit.
Going for damage.
Roll for damage.
What the? 11 damage.
11 damage.
11 damage.
That is a dead goblin. You are able to take his legs out from under him. His legs go forward, his back and body land on the ground, and you are able, after he has fallen to the ground, give one final blow, and you cave his chest in with your quarterstaff.
I completely forgot. I've been playing my character wrong. I guess they're all one-shot hits at this point. But I have my
Well,
unarmed strike.
that depends
I can
on how
just,
high and how low you guys roll.
Yeah, I can just hit an extra attack because I can. Sorry, I haven't been doing that. My apologies to being a subpar player. Cool. I'm going to move another 20 feet in this direction.
In what direction?
Over
Okay.
there.
Okay. So after you, Zargish. Okay. So let me ask the party this. It's approaching 7 o'clock. I know Crimson can't stay past that long. And this section took slightly longer than I originally anticipated. So, with this goblin's turn, seeing all his comrades, he is now frightful for his life. He turns and dashes out of the room going left. So with that, he is now currently out of the combat. Does the party wish to go into the next room and then have that as our bookmark for next time? Or did we want to leave it currently as is of either checking out the current surroundings in this room? Because this goblin is now booking.
Y'all want
Um,
to chase him? Let's see
two-
the next room, maybe?
I have two things we should probably do. One,
Mhm.
we should close this door so the smoke doesn't billow into the rest of the cavern after we're all out.
Why?
And put out the fire, probably.
And then, from the looks of it, from the map, we'll have to go around the corner and confirm, but there's a goblin dead at the entrance of what looks like that background, or leading back at,
This area here?
well, there's a dead goblin over here, and it looks
Yes.
like this area led back to here, so we need to check if smoke's billowing out there too.
Okay, so do not pursue the goblins, what you're saying.
No.
Let them go free? Okay.
For the most part, at least in my mind, yes,
We
he's
could
going.
check this right chamber. This right chamber leads to something if we want to check that out after we check the smoke and all that.
Yeah, because my thought process is whether we go after him or not, more are gonna come.
True.
The issue is right now, if that smoke continues billowing out, it's gonna fill the cavern at some point, and we're gonna be the ones suffering first because we're taller than them.
True.
Hmm.
So, are we going to let this guy escape and exit initiative combat?
Yeah, at least in my mind. If y'all don't want to, we can go after him.
I think it would be prudent. It'd be okay to let him go. They know we're here.
I mean,
Right? It was an ambush.
judging by your map, he's running into dead ends.
Well,
They have little things. They carved out little passages everywhere.
yeah, they carved out the little passages, so we'll be actively looking for those passages now.
They are depicted, I think, so we can look for them for attentive enough.
Yeah, because there's one over here, there's one we know back here, there's...
You there, DM?
I am here. Yes.
Can we exit the initiative combat and let this guy escape?
You certainly may. So I will
like Crimson said, we want to inspect to see if there's any smoke leaking out of cracks.
Okay. So with that, roll a perception check, Sam and Zarkish.
Okay, that is perception.
What did he say? He wants us to roll something?
Oof.
Perception check?
Yeah.
You're able to smell a burning smell, but you can't tell where that smell's coming from.
No, we very specifically wanted to look at the cracks that we saw the goblins come out of.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, with that perception check, you don't see, shit, essentially.
The body's blocking the way.
Currently,
Do we see
yes.
smoke? Do we detect smoke in where we are at? After she closed the door, of course.
After she closed the door, and she did a perception check to look for holes, she was unable to find any holes, and you want to do a separate perception check to see if you smell where the smoke is coming from?
I don't think that's a
Sure.
thing you can smell direction of.
All right, you may do so, but with that one, that was a disadvantage for you, Sim. So, Zargish, with your perception check, you are unable to see any hole, or at least you know of a hole exists.
Do
But
I detect
outside of any
smoke?
new
Do I detect smoke?
You are currently unable to smell where the smoke is coming from.
But there is smoke.
However, you do smell smoke. All right. So, can I have each of you roll one additional perception check?
Psi as well. Psi and lit.
Whoever is deciding to look for this.
19.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. So you said
18.
you said perception, right?
Yes.
Got it. All right. So Bob, please be high. Please be high. Please be high. I swear. Okay, that's good. All right, so I got a 19 total.
Good. And you, Zargish?
I didn't try again.
Okay. With
Sam
your
got a
nose,
19
you are
and-
able to follow the sooty taste that shows, and you are able to smell that there is smoke coming from this side of the cavern, and some slowly roasting the goblin over here.
They'll inform that of us. So how about 2 of us check out one and 2 of us check out the other and see if we can clog it or plug it up. Or
Sure.
see what's what.
Question is,
So,
how do we clog it?
Well, let's see what the gap's like. If we can't, then we can't.
Okay, so let's go over here.
Who's going with you? Okay, Lit, you can come with me. We can go check down here.
All right.
If you want
to. No, I can. Yeah.
All right. So you are able to see that there is smoke slowly crawling its way out of the roof of these small little tunnels. You are able to see this far into the tunnel with light shining out in the center. There's a fire and a pile of coal.
Good thing we didn't try to crawl out that way.
We're out of initiative, right?
So what do we see from the other direction? Same thing?
Pretty much the same thing, but from the opposite side.
I guess we'll reconvene and tell you guys what we saw, and then see if we can make a plan.
As you are walking back, roll an additional perception check for me.
Everybody, or
Just Lit.
just
Oh.
Just Lit.
Oh, okay.
he was making up his mind.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, Sam, you might as well, and Vardak, you two. Target. Yeah, everyone roll one.
No.
Oh.
Just
Nope.
I made a 6.
Ooh, 21 for me, baby.
You are able to see, as you are walking back out of the corner of your eye, you noticed a small tunnel on your right as you were walking back.
Oh, and
This
then
area here.
Does he want to go back and look, or look
Zargash
closer?
had
I'm just like, guys, there was like a tunnel back there that I saw.
Oh, so Sai, as you're walking back, you're able to see this side.
Okay. So there's another tunnel.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. And we're copyrighted. Good night, everyone.
oh dear.
It's been a good run.
So, can I say that Lit pointed out the tunnel like he did verbally just a while ago? I'm curious. I'm gonna go back and check.
Well, that is entirely up to Lit.
Yeah, Lit, did you tell me? Did you point it out? Did you point out the tunnel?
Well, since I was the one who did the perception roll, I was like, oh, hey.
Question, real quick. Sai, why'd you go back in the room? I had closed the door.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I should have verbalized that first.
Because that room.
There's a good reason. There's a good reason.
So is that what you want to do? You want to open the door and go in?
This should be deleted.
I'll think I'll verbalize it before I actually just do it because that might be stupid.
Okay, what are you planning on doing?
I was gonna grab either the hides that were like in there, and or see if those were like barrels of water.
Oh no.
I think time might be a factor as well. Yep, look, he's drawing.
Yeah, that's all smoke. So you open that door and smoke's gonna billow out. But if there's hides there, we can use them to basically block the smoke.
Yeah, we can't stop it, but we can slow it down by blocking off the holes.
Yeah.
Take a few boxes, like pin them up against the wall.
Well, it'd be more we're suffocating the fire.
Well, yeah, but we'd have to crawl in there then.
No, not if we're.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, so let's try. Who thinks they can last the longest in there? Grab the hides.
Just let it go. You think it'd burn out? There's not much. There's presumably not much fuel. I don't think there's enough fuel there where it would be able to fill
I think that was like the intent. I feel like that fire was only supposed to last a little bit of time for us to be smoked out, and then that's when they would use the big boom on us. But since we got to them first, I feel like that fire might just die out soon. I could be wrong.
I don't think it's an existential threat to the entirety of this cave. I think we
Okay.
might be okay if we leave it be.
Then where are we going from here? Because I gotta leave in 7 minutes.
Ooh.
Y'all want to go off the right side and see what we can see before we go? Or the left side? Or straight? Why the hell not?
If we
I
go
am-
over this way,
Yeah.
we know it ends in a dead end.
Well, that might be a dead end full of loot.
Okay, so let's head that way, and then once we get there, we'll call this session.
True.
Is
So
that
you want
okay?
to enter into the next room
Yes,
Yeah.
this side.
on the
Who wants
right
to go
side.
Who wants to go first?
I will.
Sam's first. I'm 5 feet behind her.
Okay.
Shall we sneak or shall we just barge in like the
They
devil?
know we're here.
Let's barge in.
There's been a lot of screaming.
Imposingly barge in.
Okay. So with that, you are brought to the next page.
Oh,
This looks good.
oh, there might be some stuff.
Sounds like a cool story, but where's our character?
Yeah. 1 second.
It's like, this looks cool, but where are we?
Does it
There's
look cool? Because
you.
I don't see anything. I
There's
see the
one
blackness.
idiot there.
No, I see a section I want to look at.
I see the sweet kiss of death.
I see tools.
I see books. I could be wrong. I don't know if those are books or not. I don't know what they are, but like, hold on, this area. I want to explore this area.
Okay, well, I do believe we agreed that this would be the where we left off.
Yeah, this would be a good place marker.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, that brings this session to an end. If I may ask, the players, how did y'all enjoy?
It was
That
the worst
was
one yet.
fun.
That was fun.
Oh,
That was a lot of fun.
Like the
I am
tactics.
glad to hear it.
I guess
Okay.
I stand alone and
Just-
I see passages.
Bye,
Look at the passages.